Well, he was the mind behind last year's Oscar-winning film, The Whale, and now screenwriter and playwright Samuel D. is back with the premiere of his newest play here in New England.
And he is here with us on the couch today. Thank you so much for being here. Very nice to meet you.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us a little bit about this. It's called A Case for the Existence of God. It just started its run at the Robert Studio Theater at the Boston Center for the Arts. So what's this play about?
Yeah, so this is a play premiered in New York a couple years back. Like you said, this is a New England premiere, and it's a play about two guys, Ryan and Keith, who meet in kind of circumstantial ways where one of them's a lone broker and the other one's seeking a loan. But quickly it's revealed that what they also share is they both have young daughters and that they're both in this moment of crisis. And so the play ends up being about fatherhood and male friendship.
What do you want people to get from this play or leave feeling about this?
Yeah, I mean, I wrote this play shortly after my husband and I adopted our daughter at birth. And it's very much, you know, that's very baked into the play. And I think that after we became fathers, I had this sense of like, oh, I no longer have the luxury of being cynical because, you know, how can I usher a new life into a world that I don't have faith in, you know? Yeah. And that's a hard thing to do in 2024. I think, you know, there's a lot of reasons to be cynical.
Real quick, how did writing this help you as a father? Did it help you as a father?
Yeah. I mean, I think, like, look, all the cliches are true about fatherhood. I mean, or parenthood. You know, it's like having your heart on the outside of your body. And I mean, I think, like, my biggest worry in life is like that I'm a bad dad, you know, and you know there's a very crucial moment in the kind of in the middle of the play where Keith leans into Ryan and says, you know, you're a good dad, right? And it kind of felt like I was trying to reassure myself.
Yeah,
you know?
we all go through that. It's so weird how that happens to all of us.
I think if your biggest worry is that you're not a good dad, you're probably a pretty good dad.
Yeah, you're a good dad.
My therapist says
bad
the same
dads
thing.
don't worry.
Oh, there you go. That'll be $200, please. Thank you. As we mentioned off the top, you wrote The Whale that starred Brendan Fraser. That was a huge success. He won the Oscar for his role. What was that whole experience like for you to be part of a big Hollywood production in that way? Yeah,
it was really unexpected. And you know, when I wrote the play in 2010, I think it was when I was first working on the play. It premiered in New York in 2012, and really, like, back then, just having the play premiere off Broadway, I mean, that was the goal, right? I mean, I just wanted to be a playwright, and so that just felt like I had summited Mount Everest. And so when I got a call, you know, from Darren saying, let's talk about making this into a film, it was an entirely unexpected detour for me. So it all just feels like kind of bonus, you know? And it was especially amazing in that, like, you know, in the theater, the playwright is really like primary, you know what I mean? But in film, it's the director, and often the screenwriter has very little involvement. But in this case, Darren shot the script essentially word for word, and I was on set the entire time working with the actors.
That's so cool. And there's a lot of your experience, life in Idaho, in that.
Yeah, I mean, I think all of my plays, I've written quite a few at this point, and I think what they all have in common is, A, they're set in Idaho, but also they all have kind of, none of them are directly autobiographical, but they all really draw on personal elements. So, I mean, like Case.
That's probably where the best writing comes from. And you can still get tickets to this show on the Speakeasy Stage website. Samuel D. Hunter, thank you so much for being here. Congratulations on the premiere of the new play.
And I suspect you're a really good dad.
I hope so.
I think you are. I bet you are.